So, 2 days ago, we covered Claudia Golden. She won the Nobel Prize for Economics. And the thing is about her work is so amazing. It talks about women in the workforce, married women, and also where the issues are, because maybe it's just not about at work. Maybe people are choosing certain paths. I want to bring in Tomi Lahren. She's is the host on Outkick of the same show, but Fearless, the Fearless Tomi. Hey, I put a chart up, and I love this chart because it goes way back, and it shows women were like over 60% of the workforce, but they were out there baling hay, and then they were carrying buckets, and then they were working these industrial jobs. Maybe that's why life expectancy was less than 40 years. Now they're at a higher percentage of the workforce, but carrying laptops and doing these jobs, and still there's this anxiety that says that the workforce doesn't treat them fairly.
Well, I don't think that that's true about the workforce not treating women fairly. We saw women actually come back to work in stronger numbers after the pandemic than men, getting back to work, doing the jobs. A lot of them lost their jobs in the service industry because of COVID, of course. But I think a lot of women are not only entering the workforce, but they're entering the workforce and they're making a lot of money. And that might change, their life plans. They might be getting married later, maybe having kids later in life. So I think that women are just starting to hit their stride. How men respond to that, I think, has a lot of impacts on the future of dating and marriage and childbearing. But I think that women in the workforce here to stay, and they're representing huge numbers right now in the workforce, and I think that number is just going to climb as we head into the next year.
So then, with respect to the overall economy, younger folks, your age. Every day there's just an avalanche of TikTok videos, social media videos where they sit in their car and say how tough it is, that the promises that were made to them, they went to college, they did everything right. Is this legitimate? Because I know you just made a major move.
Yeah, I just bought a new home, and I'll tell you, mortgage rates right now are hitting millennials and GenZers very hard. It took me a long time to save up for that. Luckily, I'm renting out my current home, so I'll make a little money. But a lot of my friends in this position in their early 30s, they thought that they would own a home right now, but they can't afford a down payment. They cannot afford mortgage rates, and their rental rates are also going through the roof, even in places like Nashville, Tennessee, that saw a lot of Californians coming in and, of course, ratcheting up our real estate. We're seeing the ramifications of Bidenomics and the Biden economy. Young people simply cannot afford to live that American dream, and I think that's why you're seeing them take out their frustrations on social media. And here's the kicker, Charles, some people monetizing their ability to complain on social media. That's a whole nother dynamic of influencer culture that's going to make these next few years very interesting.
Well, I'm glad we have you to always set the record straight, because someone said you're fearless, and I agree. Thank you very much.
Good to see you, Charles.
See you soon,
Thanks so
Tomi.
much.